Hi guys, Annie here. Class number 7, we made it. We're putting it all together, finding our foundation together. You only need some yoga blocks if you might feel like they could come in handy. Are you ready? I'll see you on the mat. So we're going to start today's class on the ground. Again, if you need some blocks, try to have them somewhere close to you or your mat. Cross-legged position, easy seated meditation pose, crossing the legs, finding our sitting bones on the ground, resting your hands over your knees, just becoming present for your practice on your mat with yourself, bringing the attention to the breath to begin, and just noticing how you begin to soften the body as you bring the attention to the breath, noticing the inhales in through the nose and the exhales as you sigh it out. So we do it a few times as you begin to arrive. Inhale through the nose, big inhale, out the mouth. And you keep on doing this till kind of become present. So when I say that you arrive on your mat, we don't mean this physically. You try to become present energetically, mentally, trying to align yourself with the present moment. Using your breath to do that without movement. And with your next exhale, try to seal your lips, finding Ujjayi breath, victorious breath, yogic breath. Trying to find that rhythm of breathing that is deeper, slower, and that just feels different to the way in which you breathe on the daily. Noticing the inhales in through the nose and the exhales out through the nose. We're going to set our intentions together right off, bringing your hands towards your body, right hand on the left side of your chest, left hand over your abdomen. Try to soften the shoulders and bring your chin to your chest for just a second. Connecting with presence, with stillness. Trying to find that word, feeling, situation, person that's going to help you to stay grounded. You pin that to the back of your head. That is your anchor, and you use it with your breath so that you can really stay present. And whenever you feel like your mind is going or drifting away, you bring it right back to that intention. Try to find that and just use a few breaths to find it, to do that. And when you feel like you're ready, rest your hands over your knees and just begin to draw circles with your chest to one side, softening into the elbows. Chest forward as you inhale, round and curl as you exhale to send it back, and just keep on going. And when you're ready to switch it into the other side, reversing the motion, try to do that for 3. Stay pressing down with your hands towards your knees for 2. We stay forward, reach the chest. And as you find your hips aligned, try to extend the arms forward and use the ground to walk the hands away from you. So lengthen using the fingers like little ants that walk away from you. Maybe staying in your fingertips or maybe resting your hands flat. Lowering the forehead to the ground, maybe if that's available to you for 3. Breathe it out for 2. And as you walk your hands back, we go right into a downward facing dog. So try to find that. The alignment from the ground up, from where you build. Spread your fingers. Open the legs to the width of your hips. Press in towards the ground to send the weight of your body backwards, pedaling into the knees. And shaking the head yes and no. Walking the dog, taking whatever movement feels good for you right here, right now. For 3, you breathe. Ujjayi breath, holding on to that victorious way of breathing that is louder than your thoughts, louder than any outside or inner noise. For 3. Long arms. For 2. And as you lift your heels up, stay on your toes and try to walk your feet forward all the way to the top of your mat. All the way forward, baby steps, no rush. And when you get there, try to measure 2 fists in between your feet so that you can drop the weight of the body forward and catch the elbows, swaying it side to side gently, releasing the neck and softening the face, trying to notice where the weight of the body is going forward to your toes as you spread them and press them down towards the mat for 3. Breathe for 2. Belly button in towards the spine, and as you release the arms as they fall heavy, again, maybe shake the head yes and no. Wiggle the fingers, and you roll it up so gently. The last thing to come up is your head. 3. Ground from your toes. 2. Roll the shoulders, open the chest, and maybe soften into the knees for 2. For 1, reach the arms up. Urdhva Hastasana, try to reach for the sky. Exhale to fold forward. Uttanasana, bring it all the way down. Flush it out. Inhale halfway. Hips back, open the chest. Exhale to fold. We do it again. Inhale halfway. Open the chest. Maybe you bring your hands towards your legs and you push back. Remember that option. Exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana. Step your right leg back as you inhale. Left leg follows into a high plank. And just hang here for a second while you align your body. So your legs are open, maybe hip width apart, maybe a bit wider, finding that solid foundation. Rocking it forward and back, just using your toes. And trying not to bounce the weight up and down, but rather rocking it forward and back. Spread your fingers. 3. Breathe. 2. Release the knees, the chin and the chest down into the first Ashtanga Namaskar. Slide it into a Cobra, Bhujangasana. Inhale. Hold it here as you look over the right shoulder and back. Soften into the right elbow. 3. Breathe. 2. Bring your eyes over your left shoulder and back for 3. Stay breathing and enjoying that soft release that you're giving to your low back. 2. As you come back to center, you inhale, and with the exhale, you come back to all fours. So again, alignment in the ground. What's touching the mat? Your legs and your hands. Try to spread the fingers wide. We go right into a cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. You keep it moving. Inhale, open at your own pace. Finding and connecting with that version of yourself that is open and receptive to absorb whatever it is that your body is giving you right here, right now. For 2. Find that energy. For 1, come back to a neutral spine. Reach the right arm up. Inhale, open the chest. Try to spread your fingers, happy fingers. And when you're ready, bring it to draw circles and try to sink in the hips with you. We've done this before. Keep going. 4. Breathe. 3. Gripping the mat with your left fingers. 2. Right arm up. Inhale, we thread the needle and we hold it down. Right side of your face, right shoulder down. Options with your left arm, maybe over the head forward. Maybe go for the half bind. Hold it here for 4. Let the left shoulder reach as back as you twist it out deeper. 3. Find the exhale with intention. 2. Unravel, left hand down, right arm up. Inhale. Reach the right arm forward, and again, opposite leg back. So make sure that you're squaring the hips, that you're flexing the back foot, pushing that imaginary wall. Inhale to reach, exhale to make the connection, elbow to the knee. So you keep it going, no rush, really trying to make every movement as conscious as you can. 2. Exhale to crunch, and as you inhale, try to really reach to open space and bend the knee back towards. As you reach the right arm towards that foot, push with your foot into your hand and look over the shoulder and back for 3. Breathe. Keep the pose active as you push with the foot in towards the hand. 2. For 1, release, come back to center. We just switch it up to the other side. Again, find the right alignment from the ground up, left arm up. Spread the fingers. Bring it to draw circles. Bring your hips with you for 5. Notice the different sides of the body. If maybe one side feels like it's a little bit tighter, try to breathe there for 2. The left arm up as you inhale. Thread the needle as you exhale. Drop the left side of your face, left shoulder down. And again, choose your variation. Maybe half bind, maybe just extend the arm over the head. Remember that the sides of our bodies are different. We try to balance them out as we move consciously, but they're never going to be the same. So try to get out of that thought and just feel the body and connect with that for 3. Twist a bit deeper for 2. Right hand down to help you come up. Left arm up, inhale. Reach the arm forward, kick your right leg back, and again, flex that foot, find the alignment, find the crunch. Elbow to the knee for 4. Stay flowing for 3. 2 more for 2. For 1, crunch, and as you inhale, reach the arm up and back, catch your foot as you bend the knee from the pinky side. Push with your foot in towards the hand and lift up for 3. Breathe into the low back for 2. Release it as you exhale, a force. Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. And again, find the right alignment. Breathe it out for a sec. Home base. I've said this before, but this is where you build your practice. From this pose on. It's always available for you to come back to. Just like maybe a child's pose whenever you feel like you need that. But know that every time you come to this pose, you should feel more comfortable or more safe in a way in which you can explore a bit more. So try to use the breath to do that and just play with it. Maybe if your heels are hovering, try to play with the breath so that you can go deeper and maybe lower the heels to the ground. Breathing into the back side of the legs for 2. For 1, as you inhale, kick your right leg up, bend the knee, point your right toes, and draw circles out with your right knee. Breathing and unlocking the right hip for 3. Breathe. 2 more for 2. Huge circles. For 1, bring the knee in towards the center of the chest. Inhale, gaze. Step your right foot in between your hands and drop your left knee into Anjaneyasana, low lunge. So maybe here you grab your blocks, place them maybe tall or low. Just find that variation that works for you under your shoulders, maybe forward, maybe back. If you don't need the blocks, you reach the arms up. You find the legs in the core for 3. Reach it up. Maybe hands to touch for 2. Breathe, lower the shoulders. For 1, as you release the hands, we bring it back to a half split, Ardha Hanumanasana. And again, maybe blocks, maybe adapting your hands wherever they feel the most comfortable. Right leg is extended, right foot is flexed, open the chest, inhale, gaze. Exhale to fold. And if you feel like maybe you can go a bit further, try walking the hands away from you, maybe forward or maybe backwards, whatever feels best. 4. Breathe. 3. Stay lengthening. 2. Walk it forward. If you're back, inhale, we take it over to the right side and away from you. So you really want to use the breath to breathe into that twist. Open, inhale. Fold as you exhale. Stay on your fingertips. Walk the hands away from you for 4. Breathe. 3. For 2. Bring it back forward to frame that right leg, soften into the right knee. And as you curl into your back toes, step the left leg forward to meet the right in the top of your mat. Uttanasana. The inhale brings you up. You keep it moving. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale to fold forward all the way down. Uttanasana. Inhale halfway, open. We take our first vinyasa. Land the hands, jump or shoot it back. Take a vinyasa. Chaturanga. Find the arms. Up dog. Inhale. Open. Adho Mukha. Downward facing dog. Home base again. Deep inhale. Out the mouth. Ha. Left leg up. Inhale. Bend the knee. Point your left toe. Circles out with your left knee. So again, notice how it's going to feel different, but you just observe without judging, without expecting. For 2. Breathe. When you're ready, crunch the knee to the center of the chest. Exhale. Step your foot in between your hands. Land the back knee. Anjaneyasana. Blocks, no blocks. Hips travel forward. Open the chest and reach the arms up for 4. Breathe for 3. for 2. Hands down, take it back into a half split. Ardha Hanuman. Extend the leg. Again, important. Adapt your hands, maybe blocks. Open the chest. Inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. Something that you might feel here is that your hips are opening. You want to keep them squared towards or use the mat as the alignment. If you notice that, try to send your left hip backwards and your right hip forward. Maybe the blocks can help with that. Fold with your exhale. Walk the hands away from you if you feel like doing that. 3. Breathe and surrender for 2. For 1, we walk it back and over to the left side this time. Walk the hands away from you. Fingertips on the ground. Inhale to open. Important that you keep your foot flexed. Fold as you exhale for 3. Release the neck for 2. We're going to exit differently this time. Over your left leg and towards the right into Prasarita Padottanasana. Toes in, heels out. Inhale here. And as you exhale, just walk the hands away from you into a wide-legged down dog. Keep your fingertips on the ground. Press down towards the mat and send the weight of your body back to your heels. Release the neck for 3. Breathe and hold for 2. Notice the hip opening, the chest opening that's happening right here, right now. Connect with that for 2. For 1, as you walk the hands back under your face, we're going to twist, keeping the legs. Place your right hand under your face. If you don't reach and you feel like maybe a block can give you some height, try to use that and reach the left arm up towards the sky. So you want to try finding that alignment where the arm is at, that you're able to stack your shoulders. 3, reach it up, find the core. 2, come back to center, switch it out, left hand on the ground or on a block. Open the chest, revolve it up towards the sky, and reach the right arm up for 3. Breathe for 2. For 1, if you're using the block, maybe put it aside. As you inhale, release the hands down. And as you exhale, fold over the legs. This time you're going to catch your legs from the outside. Try to notice that you want to bend the elbows out so that you can really pull yourself in towards your legs. So the weight of the body this time travels forward to your toes. 3. Breathe. Try to bring your chin to your chest for 2. For 1, release the hands, extend the arms, inhale, walk it forward to the top of your mat. Heel toe the left foot out towards the left border of your mat, hands to heart center, and we're going to step it forward into a squat, Malasana, hands to heart center. The elbows press out in towards the knees. Breathe here for 4. Lower the shoulders away from the ears. 3. Soften the face for 2. And as you release the arms and extend the legs, you inhale, fold forward. As you exhale, heel toe the legs open to the width of your hips. We're going into Padangustasana. Peace fingers, hook your big toes from the outside. So if you don't reach here, you want to bend into the knees and soften. Inhale to open. Exhale to fold. Weight of the body forward. Step heavy. Elbows out, release the neck. Notice the shoulder blades coming together behind your back. Check in with yourself for 3. Where is your mind at for 2? For 1, release the hands. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. We take a half sun salutation. Reach it up. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Fold as you exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale halfway, Pada Hastasana as you exhale. So you're stepping your hands over under your feet. So soften the knees again, slide the palms of your hands facing up. And you want to notice that where the weight of the body travels forward, the toes step heavy over your wrists. Inhale to gaze. And maybe as you exhale, you try extending the legs and releasing the neck for 3. Breathe and hold for 2. For 1, as you release the hands, we take again a half sun A. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. The inhale brings you up, Urdhva Hastasana. You keep it moving this time. Fold forward as you exhale. Halfway, inhale. Take a long step back with only your right leg and we take a twisted low lunge. Keep the right hand down. The left arm reaches up for 5. So notice how you're pushing forward with your back heel for 3. Breathe. Look up to that hand for 2. We're going to transition into a side plank, Vashisthasana. Options to maybe drop the knee and open to extend the left leg, maybe float the left leg, or if you're forward and you want to venture it out a bit, release the heel and find balance in the core, reaching up to maybe float the leg up or keep it stacked. Whatever it is that you're doing, you go now. The hips are reaching up towards the sky for 3. Breathe. For 2. Bring it back to a high plank. Take knees, chin, and chest down. Ashtanga Namaskar. You keep it moving. Cobra. Inhale. Adho Mukha Down Dog. As you exhale, bring your feet together. Look in between your hands. Hop or step to the top of your mat. Inhale halfway. Open. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. The inhale brings you up. Urdhva Hastasana. Reach. Exhale all the way down towards the mat. Fold over the legs. Inhale halfway. Find the breath. Long step back with your left leg this time. Twisted low lunge on the other side for 5. Right arm up. Stack the shoulders. 4. Push forward with the back heel. 3. Breathe and twist for 2. Again, remember your variations. Knee down, open and extend. Maybe float it. Maybe bring it down. Or if you're feeling like you want to take it up a notch, find balance, release the heel, stack your feet, maybe float the right leg. 3. Breathe. Hips up. 2. We bring it back to a high plank and we take a slow chaturanga together. Spread your fingers, push it forward. 3. Chaturanga in 2. Up dog, inhale. We hold the chaturanga. Hover the up dog. Hover the thighs. 3. 2. Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale here. Come back to the breath. Exhale, sigh it out. You're doing so good. We're almost halfway there. Deep inhale. Let it out. Walk your feet forward just a bit, a few steps. And we're going to twist it out, reaching with your right hand towards the left leg, catching from the outside as you inhale, gaze. And as you exhale, try to bend the elbow out and look under the left arm for 3. Twist for 2. For 1, release and switch. Right hand forward, left hand reaches for the right leg. You catch from the outside. Inhale, open. Exhale, try to bend the elbow and twist a bit deeper. 3. Breathe into the low back for 2. Release the left hand and just continue to walk your feet forward all the way to the top of the mat. Feet together, halfway, open. Exhale, fold over the legs. The inhale brings you up, Urdhva Hastasana, reach. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Check in with yourself for just 1 breath. Ground from your feet. Notice where your head is at. Bring it to the present moment. And we're going to go into a warrior 3 right off. So bring the right knee in towards the chest. The left foot stays down, grounded. And kick it back into a warrior 3, finding balance. Maybe opening the arms in a T. Doing whatever makes you feel more stable with your arms. Maybe it's heart center. Maybe it's low back for 2. You're going to take a long step back. Controlled long step into a warrior 1. Square the hips. Back heel is down. Reach the arms up. Maybe hands to touch for 3. Breathe. For 2. Into a humble warrior. Interlace your hands behind your back. Open the chest. Inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. The left shoulder is inside of the left knee. The hands are clasped together and the knuckles reach up towards the sky for 3. Breathe. For 2. As you release the right hand down and you lift the back heel, you reach the left arm up and we're going to build over that flow that we did earlier. So you're going to step the left leg back into maybe a side plank, Vashisthasana. And maybe if you tried it with the knee down, you try with both legs extended. Just a 1 breath flow. Inhale. Bring it down to a high plank. Take knees, chin, and chest down. Cobra. Inhale, slide it. Adho Mukha, down dog. We keep it moving, feet together. Look in between your hands. Jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway, open. Exhale to fold. Bring it up, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach. Hands to heart center, Samasthiti. We're gonna keep it going, warrior 3 on the other side. So this time, ground from your right leg, left knee up to the chest. Inhale. Send it back into a warrior 3. So balance. It's going to look different. One side to the other. Drishti point is going to help. Fixed point with the eyes. Maybe arms open, maybe hands to low back. 3. Breathe. Square the hips. 2. Long step back, so controlled with the core, warrior 1. So find the alignment. Arms up, lower the shoulders. Maybe hands to touch for 3. Breathe. For 2. Hands behind your back, humble warrior. Open the chest, inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. And again, you keep the legs active. Whatever is on the ground, whatever is holding you up, you keep it so grounded. That's your foundation. 3. Breathe for 2. We build from there. Left hand down, take the twist, lift the back heel, right arm up, inhale, transition it back into that Vashisthasana. 1 to 3, let's go. Right leg back, hold it. 1. Hips up, bring it back to a high plank and lower the knees into all fours. And we're going to reset here into dancing lions. So sometimes it's going to look like huge circles with your hips. But maybe if you want to add the head into it, maybe you circle that as well. And your whole body is moving into circles that maybe don't make sense, but they feel good. And that's where you want to go. Maybe switch it off. 3, other side. Notice the movement. 2. For 1, as you come back to a neutral spine, to center, release the hips forward into a cobra. Reach the head back, and maybe as you walk your hands back a bit under the shoulders and you soften the elbows, you open the chest so bad that you can maybe reach back as you bend the knees in towards your toes. 3. Reach for 2. Release it into a child's pose. Hips back towards your feet. Lengthen the arms. 1 breath. Inhale. And with your exhale, lift your chest and walk your hands back to sit over your feet for a modified Uttanasana camel pose. So you want to lift from the ground up. Again, find your foundation. Whatever stays down is what's going to help you build. Thumbs forward, fingers back. Body weight towards what's staying down, which is your fingers. Hips forward, open the chest and drop the head back. We're going to take a lion's breath together. In through the nose. Tongue out, sigh it out. Drop your hips. Chin to chest, hands behind your neck. Lock it into counter. Soften the neck, the face. 3, breathe. For 2. For 1, come back to center, release. We're going to flow it out with the chest opening. You're going to release the right hand down under your shoulder. And again, thumb forward, fingers back. And you're going to draw a half circle with your left arm that's going to reach the hips up and forward as you reach the left arm back. Bring it back down. You go towards the right and you make a huge circle on the ground. Left hand down, right arm up and back. And you keep it moving, finding more and more mobility with that flow. Keep it going for 3. Breathe and open. Take your time for 2. Last one on each side. Reach. Hips up, forward, open. Bring it to the left and come back to center whenever you're ready. Open, inhale. Lower it down on your feet. Hands down and take it back to Adho Mukha. Downward facing dog. Deep inhale here. Out the mouth. 1 more, inhale. Out the mouth. Kick your right leg up, inhale. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Tap. Kick it up and back, inhale. We cross, right knee, left elbow. Make the connection. 1 last time to the center of the chest. Right leg up, inhale. Right knee to the center of the chest. Crunch, hold 2. Bring the head in. Step your foot in between your hands and release the back heel and bring it up to a warrior two. So find the heel to heel alignment. Notice how you bend forward into your front knee. You're able to look at your big toe. Release the shoulders down away from the ears. Dynamic warrior. Inhale, extend it all up. Exhale, sink it forward. We go for two more. Two. Last one. Reach. Bring it forward. Reverse the warrior. Right hand opens. Reach it up and back. Three. Keep the right knee bent. Two. Now extend into that right knee as if you're doing a triangle, but into reverse upper body. And as you keep the legs, reach it up and forward into a triangle. So maybe before you fold forward, you step the back foot in just a bit to find again a solid foundation. Open the arms. And maybe as you reach and you notice that your arm is not going to touch, maybe you find your block and you place it to find that height that's going to help you keep the right alignment. That is what props are for. Helping you, like extensions of our arms and our legs that help us keep the alignment in the pose for three. Never compromising that alignment for two. We're going to square the hips into a pyramid, framing with your hands, your front foot. Maybe you need the second block if you have it, maybe no blocks. Open the chest, inhale. Fold over the right leg as you exhale. And maybe if your hands are down and you want to try something challenging here, walking the hands back a bit to maybe catch with one hand your back leg, or maybe switch, or maybe try both. So finding a lot of balance from the core three. Maybe you just stay here and that's completely fine too. We're going to kick it forward and open into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Walk it forward, maybe block or no block, hand down, open the left side, reach the left arm up, three. Hips are open, chest is open for two. We square it again, Kapalasana half splits, blocks or no blocks. Frame with your hands your right leg, inhale, fold over the leg as you exhale, three. Breathe, two. And as you soften both knees, we're going to twist as you bring the left knee in behind the right and sit down. So try to hug the right leg in, right arm back and under your shoulder, left arm up, inhale. Take the twist as you exhale. Press with the elbow into the knee. Look over the shoulder and back for three. Long arms, long neck for two. For one, and we're going to open towards the left into Prasarita stand. So extend the legs, toes in, heels out. Fold as you exhale. You have options again to maybe catch the legs just like you did before, or with your peace fingers hooking your big toes. Inhale to open and exhale to fold over. Drop the head for three. Bend the elbows. For two. For one, release the hands, walk it forward, top of your mat. Right leg to meet the left, top of your mat. Uttanasana. We keep it flowing on the left side and we hit the ground to wrap it up, reach it up. Urdhva Hastasana. Stay present. Uttanasana as you fold. Halfway, inhale. Land the hands, jump or step it back. Take your vinyasa. Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Adho Mukha. Downward dog. We keep the heat going. Left leg up. Inhale. Left knee, left elbow, tap. Kick it up and back, all with the core. Inhale, we cross. Left knee, right elbow, tap. Make the connection. Open back, inhale. Knee to the center of the chest. Breathe and hold. Bring the head in, two. For one, foot in between your hands. Drop the back heel and rise into a warrior, two. So again, before you move, you find the alignment. Heel to heel, open. Shoulders down, dynamic warrior, up, inhale. Bring it forward, two more. At your own pace, finding your rhythm. Only you know what that is for two. Revolved warrior, reach it forward, open, up and back. Inhale, we hold for three. Breathe into the side body, two. Stay back, stay reaching, and extend the left leg. 3. Find more space. 2. And keeping the legs, bring it up. And again, maybe notice where you're at. You maybe need to step the back leg forward to reach. And maybe you need a block just like we did on the other side, maybe not. Never compromising the alignment of your pose. Thinking always of that, keeping the legs and the arms extended wherever you are. 3. Breathe. 2. We go into a pyramid as you release the upper hand down, square the hips. And here, something that might help if you feel like your hips are open is bringing your left thumb and pressing the left hip back. Notice how as you press, the hip travels from being open to square. So maybe use that, aligning yourself using your own props, your arms. Open the chest, maybe blocks or no blocks. Fold over the leg as you exhale. And if you feel like you also want to have fun with it and get funky around the pose, on this side, maybe walk the arms back and maybe play with lifting, if that's fine, cool. And if you want to go deeper, maybe catching. 3. Breathe. 2. For 1, as you walk it forward, we kick it up into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, maybe block or no block. Open the right arm. Reach the right leg. 3. Breathe and ground from your left leg. 2. For 1, square the hips, square the chest. Kapalasana, blocks or no blocks. Frame, inhale. Fold over as you exhale. 3. Forehead to the leg. 2. As you soften both knees, we take that twist, seated twist. Right knee drops behind the left leg. Try to cross and bring that foot flat. Left hand down, right arm up, inhale. Press with the elbow into the knee and look over the shoulder and back for 3. Stay seated up tall for 2. For 1, release and bring it to center and just extend the legs wherever you are. Release the legs and extend into Paschimottanasana, a forward fold. Sit up tall, reach the arms up, inhale. Fold over your legs as you exhale. Release the neck. Soften the face. Perfect moment to, again, check in with yourself. Noticing how you can stay in the feeling body and out of the thinking mind. What helps you do that? Maybe it's your intention. Maybe it's your breath. Maybe just feeling the body and really connecting with the sensations that your body experiences. And as you grow and you develop new skills on your mat, in your practice, you begin to know yourself better. That's where your yoga practice helps you establish a solid connection between mind and body. 3. Breathe. For 2. As you lift the chest and you open the legs to the width of your hips, bring your hands under your shoulders, the fingers face forward. We bring it up to a reverse tabletop. So find the foundation, and from there, lift the hips up and drop the head back. We take a lion's breath in the nose. Tongue out. Big exhale. Release the hips. Baddha Konasana. Bring your feet together, your knees apart. Heels in towards your pelvic floor. Catch your feet. Open the chest. Inhale. Fold as you exhale. The elbows press in towards the knees. And the head and the chest travels forward for 3. Breathe. For 2. For 1, reach it up and just extend the left leg into a half Janu Sirsasana. So the right heel is going to come into the pelvic floor. On the inner part of your left leg, important, you align the left leg with your hips. Arms up. Inhale, reach. Fold over the leg as you exhale. Keep that foot flexed. Keep the chest squared. You're going to feel like maybe your chest is opening, and before you really fold forward, you want to square. And from there, reach it forward for 3. Breathe. For 2. Lift it up as you inhale. Keep the legs. Release the right hand under your shoulders. Hips forward. Left foot is flat. Reach the left arm up and back, maybe. Or maybe bend the elbow and place your left hand over your heart and connect with that. Notice your heart reaching towards your hands as you open it and expand it more. 2. For 1, break it down with control and we just alter the legs. Right leg extends, left knee bends. Janu or half Janu on this side. Align the leg, arms up, inhale. Fold over the right leg. As you exhale, 3. Breathe, square the chest. 2. For 1, as you bring it up, you inhale, left hand under the shoulder, fingers face back, hips up, right foot flat. Maybe reach the right arm to open space and then bend the elbow and bring your hand towards your heart. The heart reaches for that hand. 3. Open heart. 2. Release it when you're ready. And we're going to go into a pigeon from here. So keep the left knee bent and drop the weight of the body to the left side and just bring the right leg back. Try to notice if there's any pain in the left knee and you've been doing it throughout the series as a supine pigeon, then lay on your back and do that. Open the chest as you inhale and fold over your leg as you exhale. So when you arrive to your pigeons in a class that's progressive, that builds up, you sort of get the cue that the class is wrapping up. And if you still feel like your hips are tight, you really want to breathe with intention. You really want to use the breath to soften so that you're open, so that you can receive from your practice. So maybe you close your eyes wherever you are and you take just 1 second to find whatever that emotion might be that you're holding on to in your left hip. And we're going to use 1 breath together to bring that emotion to your heart and release it through the exhale. Let's do it together. Big inhale. Find that. Big exhale. Let it out. Inhale up to your hands. We're just going to switch as you curl your back toes. Left leg back. Pigeon on the right. Maybe supine laying on your back. Open the chest. Inhale. Fold over the leg as you exhale. So again, the sides of our bodies are different. Feel that. Connect with that. Surrender to that. Practicing that state of no resistance. Something that we practice and that it builds on your mat when you step on it day after day. And let's find another emotion that you might feel like you're holding onto on this side of the body, the right side. Big inhale to recognize. Big exhale to release and let go. And with your next inhale, walk the hands back, lift the chest, weight of the body to the right. Extend the left leg forward to meet the right. And using the core, we take it back. 3, find the arms. 2. You lay on your back. You reach your arms over your head and back. Give yourself that stretch, big stretch that goes from your toes and all the way to your fingertips. And we're going to take 1 back bend of your choice. It can be a full wheel if you did that earlier. It can be a half bridge with a block, supported half bridge. It can be a half bridge with no block. Pick your variation and come up. If you're going up to a half bridge, just like I am, maybe you interlace your hands. Maybe you walk your feet in just a bit to catch the ankles and push the hips up deeper. Important that you don't move the neck. For 3, breathe wherever you are. For 2, release the hips down. Just drop the knees against each other to counter and you press the low back down to the ground. And as we come up to a shoulder stand or a waterfall, extending the legs up again. If you're reaching up with your hips, don't move the necks. Up, press the elbows. Hands to your low back. Align your body as you invert it. Reach up with your toes and look up for 3. Notice the hands are pressing in to the low back for 2. If Halasana plow pose is in your practice, you lower the legs over your head and back. If not, maybe you lower down on your back. If you want to try interlacing your hands behind your low back, also do that for 3. Don't move the neck. You don't want to hurt it for 2. And as you release it down gently, vertebrae by vertebrae, we take a happy baby pose. Get there. Catch your feet from the outside. Spreading your feet away from each other, bending into the knees, releasing the shoulders down. Really softening your low back. 2. Extending the left leg, hug the right knee into the chest, and take a simple twist. Drop it to the left. Look over the right shoulder for 3. Breathe for 2. Come back to center and switch to the left. Left knee in, extend the right leg. Drop it over to the right and look over the left shoulder for 3. For 2. And as you extend the left leg and you give yourself a deep stretch, wiggling the toes and the fingers to release, taking as much space as you feel like taking. Noticing the body as you soften the toes, the legs, the hips. You soften the chest, the shoulders, your arms and your fingers. You soften the neck, your jaw, removing your tongue from the roof of your throat, unlocking your jaw, softening the face, the forehead, the eyes. And in that state of stillness and release, you can stay for as long as you feel like staying, or you can rise to an easy seated meditation pose, cross-legged position, just like we started. To wrap it up together, hands over your knees, palms of your hands face up. You are receptive. You want to take with you all that prana, life force, vital force, energy that you moved in your mat. Let's take a deep inhale together. Exhale out the mouth. We go again. Big inhale. Exhale out the mouth. And as you bring your hands to heart center into prayer, let's wrap it up with a mantra that you can choose to repeat after me. It goes, Loka, Samasta, Sukhino, Bhavantu. Again, it's a mantra that means, may every life being, human being, enjoy of happiness, good health, and freedom. And may my thoughts, my words, and my actions contribute to that universal state of love, of peace, and happiness that we are all so capable of manifesting and attracting for ourselves and for each other. Using your practice to foster that solid foundation of love so that you can vibrate to the highest frequency and share it with everyone that's around you. Let's wrap it up with one Om. Join me if you wish. Deep inhale. Om. In the nose. Exhale it out. Thank you so much for joining me on this first series together. I am so excited to see you again on the mat. Namaste.